And welcome back. When we were left off last time in Shadow Empire, we have 6 decisions at the bottom of the round, 98. One is just probably what to research after heavy industry. Fist, please. That's fine. We actually don't have either of those. That's fine. Tech-wise, hydroponics is on the way to metal soil filtration, so we'll do hydroponics. And then we'll need military to research one of the 3 other techs after it finishes the engines.
Affirmative. Order received.
So, I'm not sure, but I think there probably is some that hacks here.
Get out!
We haven't even started the war with them, we've already lost 300 units. Yeah, that sounds about right. Not that many. Like 3. Okay, metal supplies are starting to go up as we're getting more in from the mine, or from the scavenging operations. Why are you so down? Oh, because I'm getting. I've sent colonists here to raise the population. Now they're emigrating back to the capital from where I'm recruiting them from. Yeah, that not working quite as intended.
Yes, sir.
Food's a little low. We got plenty of food. I can probably just buy some food. We'll buy like 1,000 credits worth of food.
Affirmative.
And now food's not a problem anymore. Pretty sure there is a guy in that hex too. Probably is time. If I'm going to declare, it is time to declare on these guys, I think. Unless I want to delay to get tanks and artillery in. Yeah, let's raise some tank and artillery units. Motorized artillery. Okay, so 100% of the troops could be deployed. One thing, however, is we're going to go through so many bullets. Because each artillery piece is just short of 4,000 bullets. What's the tanks looking like? I'm going to do tanks instead. Tanks aren't as bad. So we'll go and raise a force of tanks. And we'll workshop up their 2,000 ammo.
Affirmative.
Stand up another tank over here. So we want to attach you to 4th light. And then you're going to attach to the 2nd light. And yeah, we might try to push forward with that. We'll see how that goes. Of course, those units probably want to finish standing up, so we want to give them another turn to probably stand up. Do have a surplus guy to sort of do a shuffle like this northward to hold on a little bit of our territory against the squids. Could hypothetically take these tanks, strategically move the tanks over to this side and potentially actually add them to our partial tank unit. But I think I'm going to keep the tanks separate based on types. These are vortexes, which are different than Romulus's in Cataphracts. So I think this is medium tank, that is heavy tank, specifically. Okay, so we're not declaring the war this turn. We should do some Shadow Diplomat stuff. So, Foreign Affairs Advisor.
Roger that.
Minor, offer protection on these guys.
Roger that.
Critical failure, so we finally rolled badly enough to piss someone off.
Roger that. Roger that.
Critical failure, piss someone else off. That's all our offers apiece, so if we want to keep expanding, or keep attempting, it would be offers of protection at this point. That is within range to work if we had a Shadow Diplomat involved. We don't currently, so I think that's our action points for the turn. Oh, I can play a ZU project. Let's play a ZU project.
Yes, sir.
What are our demands? Merit to 81, which we've been trying, but we're not getting offered it very often. And we got 3 turns to get up to 19.1, which is it. Either we're going to basically get lucky and get offer protection, offer clients, or offer protection, offer unification on with these guys, and that will probably get us there, or it's not going to happen at this point, I think. So let's cycle a turn. At this point, we probably will declare. I've been hammering and harring about it a bit, so probably will declare, or we'll procrastinate more. We'll see on actually starting this war. Because again, there's not a lot of reward for this war, other than it frees up a lot of troops that we can basically do a lot of picket duty against local wildlife, and or start some naval invasions, but I'm a little sketchy on how effective naval invasions are. Plus, right now, if we were doing it on any of the miners we know of, a lot of the miners we know of were within plausible range for diplo-annexing. Which, while slow and very RNG-based, is probably still better than trying to hot war it.
Roger that.
Order received.
Roger that.
I'd rather have
Roger
the
that.
commerce than the autocracy. Yeah, I think it is time. I've been procrastinating here. We're gonna have ammo problems if I try to bring in the artillery, I think. So we're just gonna do the minor war on these guys.
Yes, sir.
We do still have the political power for a offer protection. We do need Shadow Diplomat for that to have any reasonable plausibility of success. So Shadow Diplomat up. Offer protection on you.
Roger that.
And another critical failure. So we've pissed them off a little bit more, which has probably made the difficulty even higher again. Okay, so we're at war with these guys. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take some units in an attack here. I'm gonna try and encircle it and cut off that unit if we can. Well, that went poorly.
Get out!
Killed 3 subunits for the cost of 2 subunits. Yeah, that was not a great trade. We don't have the reconnaissance really on that hex. We can see that every last hex they have is occupied, at least, at this point.
Move out. Mission accomplished.
That one went a little bit better. Yeah, we'll see if we can... Maybe instead of going for that one hex, we'll go for this hex next. See if we can circle that bunch. And then we'll work pushing to this side. We'll see. Done the blue power. Let's summon some ammo, because that's probably going to eat a lot of ammo. We just did.
Affirmative.
And then we'll cycle the turn and see what the response will be. They're definitely not weak by any stretch of the imagination, so I could definitely see some harsh response. You know, actually, we're low on high-tech parts. High-tech parts are not that expensive, so we'll buy a bunch. So it'll probably be a pretty boring turn until we get to the Nomads portion. The Nomads got some really big stacks, so they could be potentially a little bit threatening. So there's the Nomads doing their thing, they're attacking. Okay, so our attempt at encirclement has failed. The way I was trying to do it, because they've managed to actually push our encircling units out. We didn't lose very many, we've only lost 6 in infantry, and we killed a lot more than we lost. But we still lost ground, right? Our troops are not performing as we would like.
Yes, sir.
Giving us some of their commands. We'll let the recruiting go on. We'll come back to whether or not we let you do that.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Okay, so how many industrial points do you want? You only want 103. I can accept 103.
Yes, sir.
And then you want like 155. We can do that as well. Take some money. Did they actually leave that hex? They did. Anyway, so we've got some enemies cut off down south here. From their big bulge up here. Okay, the group that did the break-in, we're still going to try to cut this guy off, I think. Nah, I don't think it's going to succeed.
Negative to breach.
We lost 3 subunits. They lost 6, so still wasn't a great trade. Yeah. Let's attack that unit. We have our Galactic Republic units coming in here.
Let's go.
And this is one, basically, brigade-sized unit. Okay, I'm not necessarily liking the trade that we're getting here. We do manage to push them off of the hex at a cost of 5 for 6. At least all the Galactic Republic components survived, so the most valuable components survived.
Bring in the tanks.
Sadly, our tanks that were coming in support here didn't have a lot of action points. So we did a decent amount of damage the way they were in, but then they fell back.
We need more firepower, sir.
Okay, I think that's the attempts of our attacking for the turn. Shadow Diplomat is off protection 2-pointer? Yes. Okay, so we'll burn all the action point or political power we have with a Shadow Diplomat on the Foreign Affairs and 1 roll.
Roger that.
And try and offer protection to someone. Oh, that one won't even succeed. That one won't even succeed. Never mind, we're not going to do offer protection because that's going to fail. Just gonna fail. Okay, well, we'll just leave it on the person. Unless we got a really cheap one up here. Well, not that's gonna take advantage of the Shadow Diplomat. Okay. Not a great turn, but not a bad turn either. We'll try to break the pockets up a little bit more on the next turn. We'll also see if they counterattack. Right now, we'd actually kind of benefit from them attacking into us and taking damage that way. They're attacking. That wasn't particularly great defense for us, but we did stand firm. That attack went better. That attack went pretty well. That's also the squids, which we're starting to get a little bit out of date. Okay, so we traded 7 for 3. Yeah, and that was expected.
Roger that. Roger that.
Yeah, we want merit. I think we missed the deadline for the merit, but
Roger
we'll
that.
take it. Actually, no, we haven't missed the deadline. So if it does stay 81, and it probably isn't going to stay 81, but if it did stay 81, we'd complete that objective. Okay, queue. Actually, apparently we've got more replacements. We got the replacements already queued up to go out. Because it's probably mostly militia units that took casualties. Okay. We got a 4 hex on 1 here to make this a pocket, so we'll carry it out and potentially we'll succeed. Yeah, there's too much in the hex apparently. Our units are not performing as well as I'd like.
Negative to breach.
Similar thing here. This is kind of actually trying to push the 2 pockets apart from each other. Oh, we're not even getting any kills. There we go, finally the first kill.
Mission successful.
Mission successful. Good to see. Good to hear. We haven't lost any of the tanks we've deployed, which is maybe in its own way a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and move the Galactic Republic units here. They're going to help in the next attack here, I think. That's what the plan is going to be. Bullets are looking fine, but let's still workshop up some more bullets. Keep the bullet stockpile full.
Affirmative.
and I got a lot of money, so I'm going to go ahead and buy a few more high-tech parts
Affirmative.
while they're available. Don't know who's selling them to the market, but if they're being sold, I'm going to buy. Okay, otherwise, you're still shrinking because people are emigrating faster to the capital, I think. Well, in practice, people are emigrating faster to the capital than we're replacing them with colonists, but no, I don't have the logistical capacity at the moment to send those colonists out. Okay, we'll just accept that. Let's check our offers of protection. So expected to fail. Well, actually, if we get 50 on that, if the show tip multiplies correctly and we get 50, that shouldn't actually be expected to fail. Well, expected to fail, but not necessarily expected to be that bad. Don't the shadow diplomat's supposed to be plus 50, I think. It's only gave me plus 40 that time. Pretty sure we have metal matter on him. Yep. Yeah, so well, we're not gonna roll with that. Could try some offers of pieces just to those of pieces, just to raise the oratory skill a bit.
Roger that. Roger that.
So here's it may seem, we can even go ahead and do it on the nomads. The nomads aren't going to accept, but
Roger that.
gives us a roll for XP. Well, in the last one, because some of those weren't impossible to succeed at. If they're not impossible to succeed at, it may actually be worth holding onto them to roll in a situation where we could succeed. And those are mercateers. Mercateers are like orders. They're no city in them. In practice, one thing that's kind of going for us with the nomads that we're fighting is because they're nomads, they're basically not getting any replacements. So they're big and they're scary, but they're not getting bigger. And apparently they're not scary enough to just break out. So they will slowly over time crumple. It looks like they just gave up a hex. Which is good and bad. It's good because we get a hex, it's bad because that means they're denser in the remaining hexes. We like meritocracy, so
Copy that.
we're getting punished for it. We can do some mind, we can do some commerce, that's fine. Minimid is that. Let's a little overinvest here. Hopefully we get it. Oh, no, they didn't abandon the hex. Okay. Did they abandon that hex? No. Oof. Ooh, that ambush hurt. That ambush hurt. I'm gonna need to free up some troops to cover that. Okay. Okay, let's, we're not really gonna do anything down here until we get this guy replaced. Because otherwise we're gonna run into problems. We'll try to break this one off. If we break this hex, then we should be able to collapse in the following turn on that hex to actually destroy some guys. Okay, let's workshop up some more bullets, because we are sending them out to the troops.
Affirmative.
Not necessarily liking the state of our logistics, so I will go ahead and upgrade our truck depot here.
Order received.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Yeah, so remember this being a plus 50, but apparently we're not getting quite that level of roll. We'll go ahead and play it actually on both the Foreign Affairs guy and the advisor, see if that's where it's probably coming from. I don't think this guy is big enough that it's making a difference, but play it on him anyway. Yeah, it's the wrong target. Oh, there's the target that we want. Okay. So I did that on you.
Roger that.
And offer protection, probably gonna fail. Yep, it's still expected to fail for some reason. Because we're not getting the bonus that I'm expecting it to, but we'll roll it. And we'll roll it here just to critical fail and get it over with. Okay, I think the rest of the units are going to stay static. Next turn, we should be in a position to attempt to attack those three guys. We got a little unlucky in that the guys that were on this hex retreated that way into that hex. Ideally, they would have actually gone into the bigger blob for making the destruction easier, but they didn't. We'll still get that hex destroyed. It might not be ideally quick. Yeah, so the guy that I pushed in to fill the void didn't have time to really dig in, so they got pushed back out. Not super surprising. Lost 5 in infantry, so that was not a great turn for us. Oh, and we actually did manage to finally get that 82 meritocracy points to complete that quest. That's good. Our bid was the highest. We actually got that choice. You want 86 private assets?
Roger that.
We'll accept. It's something that may just simply happen, as long as I can encourage the public to invest. Okay, everyone here, pile on in, clear that hex, please. This is probably the only place we're going to attack this turn.
Mission accomplished.
There we go. No, I think I got enough high-tech parts. We're going to want more bullets, because we're always going to want more bullets.
Affirmative.
We're not burning them that fast, but we do want to have a reasonable resupply. Looks like the infantry is literally, well, I say infantry. How many militia do we have waiting in the capital for deployment? That's a good question. Oh, no, yeah, so let's grab 200 more replenishment troops. The rest is militia, is what's the case is. Okay, so there's the guards upgrade. It may, well, it probably is, right? Yeah, we're up to 85% field testing with the guards infantry. So let's ask why the model counselor has not shown up and ask me if I want to change my models. Because it's looking for discovery. Discovery is not possible. Okay, yeah, so let's do a model design. Honor infantry. Time to upgrade the infantry. So build upon guards 2. We were previously using carbines. We're going to go up to full Gauss rifles. This should double their firepower outbound. We were previously using Enviro suits, which only have 50 armor. We're going to jump straight to combat armor. That's going to quadruple their armor. So when that's done, we'll have significantly better replacements for our guard troops, which will hopefully help break the stalemate we have here.
Yes, sir. We're going in. Mission successful. Yes, sir. We're going in. Mission successful.
Okay, attacks against the sea creatures is going well, which is good to see. And yeah, we'll see if this guy... We got a little bit of an exposed command here, but I don't think they're going to attack into this exposed command. And to be fair, they're... Okay, it's exposed command, but we're in the low mountains. That's probably the best place to hold with a command if we had to hold a command as a actual unit. Strategics... Strategy cards, offer protection, probably still not. Well, if we're getting the plus 50 from Shadow Diplomat, it'd be worth it. Maybe it's time to go around and poke the majors a bit. Do the majors instead, because a lot of the major choices are diplomacy as well. Social exchange, open borders, joint effort, non-aggression. Diplomacy, have a trade, have open contact, obviously. We are in Friendship Pact range, so we should play the Friendship Pact.
Roger that.
Can we Friendship Pact? Other people can.
Roger
Another
that.
Friendship Pact out. Already have a Friendship Pact with them. We actually... Cultural exchange, free trade, exchange, friendship. There may be a tech one we're missing. Might not have the highest tech. Don't have the highest tech. Oh, I don't have the political power anymore to take this role. Would succeed in this role in theory if we were to roll it. And we're having worker problems, because of course we are. Okay. One way to solve worker problems is have 5,000 workers.
Received.
Granted, we don't have the logistics to actually deploy them to any of the zones, so deploying them to the capital is fine. And yeah, that should help with keeping the truck station from falling farther behind schedule. So, other than the Nomad turn, this is mostly probably still going to be a boring end turn. And it looks like the Nomads are not attacking out, which is good and bad. Nor losses, nor kills, have 6 decisions, okay. And we already have the private assets requested. Everything's going peachy. I'm not going to test that. We're not testing that hex. We're not testing that hex. Because it says there's nothing there, but I don't trust it. Okay, we're gonna come in hot and heavy on this hex.
Let's go. Operation successful.
And coming in very heavy goes well. One hex secure. Probably repeat, do the same here on the next one. Bring the HQs up a little closer. We applied more colonists than they needed. We have logistics for there? No, we don't. So it's gonna get just dropped in the capital again. We're gonna put the colonists back, basically.
Aye, aye, sir.
We'll do democracy. We'd prefer merit, but we can't, so we won't. And I have surplus industrial points, so we'll let them give us money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
I think it was the expensive one that we're missing with these guys. Yeah.
Roger that.
Okay, now we definitely don't have enough for Shadow Diplomat. Well, we'd exactly have enough for Shadow Diplomat into these guys, but that wouldn't work, likely. Will friendship, pledge of friendship to these guys, raise their opinion a little bit, raise the likelihood that it might succeed in the future.
Yes, sir. We're definitely taking gunfire. Mission successful.
Okay, push them back out to sea, which is always good to see. Pull the guys back up onto land. Onto solid land out of the marsh, and that looked good. Okay. And then we'll dump colonists in here as pop. Basically, put the colonists back. Everything else looks good. Battle's going up. That's good to see. Truck station is suffering no more delays, so it is delayed by what looks like a turn, but that means we'll have a 4-turn building done in 5 turns, which is not bad. Yeah, I'll help a little bit more with shoving logistics out to the troops. The only alternative is... yeah, I got the construction for it. Oh, it was like, that's a land tile? It's like, yeah, it's marsh. It's like, okay, that makes a little more sense. You know... yeah, we'll do that. We'll put a road down there. That's more industry points than I ideally would like to do, but it's not too bad. And that technically allows a way along the coastline here, which is fine. That should help with supplying the tanks and a little bit sneaking around into the units on the other side where we're being blocked by the mountain and the troops in the south. Made this unit actually get some replacements. Okay, and this is probably where I should go ahead and put the part break in as this end turn cycles, as is the case with the last couple end turns. This should hopefully be a fairly boring end turn. Really the only people we're getting attacked by besides squids at the moment is the nomads we declared on. Kind of our own problem there. Problem of our own creation. But we are starting to roll them up using the higher quality tank units in the north. The whole fighting in the forest and the jungles is not the greatest place to fight most of the time. And they got really big stacks, which isn't helping. but as they get compressed, we sort of get the benefit of sort of also having really big stacks just by putting multiple little units versus their big units. So this is where we're going to head and put the part break. And at the bottom of round 105, if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a very short break where I basically just stretch my legs, and then we're going to pick up where we left off. If you're watching on YouTube, the next part will be up tomorrow, because I'm recording these locally for YouTube and then uploading them to YouTube. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.